Hey, what's up, brothers? I hope everybody's doing well out there. Now, there's all sorts of different people that watch my videos. All sorts of different types of people, I should say. There's guys that are trying to learn the dating game. There's guys that are in the dating game and they just watch it because they relate to it or they find it entertaining. And then, of course, there are some guys who have walked away from the dating game and they just watch this style of content to remind themselves why they walked away in the first place. And then there's women who just watch these videos out of curiosity for some reason. Either way, I hope this video accommodates your viewing needs. Now, in today's video, I want to talk about double standards, massive double standards, in regards to accountability when it comes to males and females in the dating game. Now, sure, there's a lot of gurus out there that will tell you that you should hold women accountable for their actions. You should punish bad behavior. And on its face, that sounds like really good advice. And in some minuscule situations, like a girl flaking on you or something, it might work. But in real situations that matter, it's just not an effective strategy. Don't believe me? Go through a divorce. Even if the woman cheats on you, totally screws it up, she's an alcoholic or whatever it may be, find out who's held accountable. Find out if she's held accountable. Find out the hard way. Now, I'm not an attorney, so I'm not here to talk to you about law. That's not what I'm going to do in this video. What I'm going to talk about are basic social issues in regards to dating. Now, it can be something as small as cheating on your partner. If you're a man watching this video, if you decide to cheat on your girlfriend and you get caught sleeping with big booty Tasha, everybody in the picture is going to hold you accountable, and rightfully so. Your girlfriend is going to call you a piece of shit. You're an unfaithful piece of trash. Tasha is going to call you a trifling motherfucker because you didn't tell her you had a girlfriend. Your mom and your sister are going to tell you you're a screw up. You lost a good one. Your dad is going to tell you you're a dumbass that can't stop thinking with his dick. Your friends are going to tell you you're a moron because you got caught. Every single person that's in on it is going to hold you accountable. And eventually you're going to have to hold yourself accountable. That's just a fact. And rightfully so. You made the mistake, so now you should have to live with it. I think everybody would agree with that. But here's where things get a little bit tricky. Let's say the shoe's on the other foot. Let's say your girlfriend cheats on you. She gets caught sucking her boss's dick. So you want to hold her accountable, right? You tell her she's an unfaithful hoe and she's for the streets. What's her response going to be? I guarantee you 99.9% of the time, her response is going to be, you weren't showing her enough attention. She didn't know what to do. She was confused. You and her have been arguing and fighting so much lately. Somehow it's going to be twisted, so she's going to deflect the accountability. That's just the way that goes. What's going to happen if you confront her boss? He's going to tell you, what happens between me and your girl is our business. What happens between you and your girl is your business. Keep me out of your problems. Sorry, but that's what he's going to say. Your own mom and sister, what are they going to say? They're not necessarily going to take her side, but they will tell you that you're a dumbass and you need to learn how to choose better women. And your dad's going to tell you the same thing. Your buddies, they're just going to harass you. They're going to tell you that she must have found somebody with a bigger dick, or she found a bigger, better deal, or hypergamy, or something like that. But everybody in this situation is still going to hold you accountable when you had nothing to do with it. That's just a double standard that we go through as males and females. Now, with that being said, there are some double standards that are in the male's favor. For example, notch counts. A man with a high notch count is considered a ladies' man. You know, he's a player, he has game, he has skills. A woman with a high notch count is considered a hoe, damaged goods for the streets. You know, that's a fact. So that can be acknowledged as well. But that's pretty minuscule if you think about it in regards to the accountability thing that just basically applies to almost everything in life. Oh, your bills are late. You can't afford to keep the electric on. Who's to blame? Are you going to blame her? Is she going to be accountable for that? No, you're going to be held accountable for all of this stuff. Every little issue that goes wrong. That's the masculine role in a relationship. And traditionally, the male was the leader of the family, right? He made all the money, or at least most of the money, 90% of it. He took care of all the handiwork, you know, all of the major responsibilities outside of the house or even inside of the house were done by the man. And then the tasks, the chores and things like that inside of the house were done by the woman and the children. But things have definitely changed. So now, basically, when it comes to the perks, when it comes to the finer things in life, men and women are equal. They both get it. But when it comes to responsibility, when it comes to accountability, the man still bears that burden. You know, it's an unfortunate truth that men have the burden of responsibility, the burden of performance. But that's the world we live in. You can't change that. You know, no amount of game or no amount of anything is going to change that. That's just the way that it is. You'd have to move to a society that's not this heavy into feminism in order to change that. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to leave the country just for that. But if that's your thing, go for it. Now, the purpose of this video isn't to make you angry. It's not to piss women off if they're watching the video. The purpose of this video is just to help you understand. So if you're a guy that's in the dating game, you're not blindsided. You're not blindsided when something happens and you realize this shit is her fault. And you try to hold her accountable. And she won't accept responsibility for it. And nobody in the picture is going to help you out with that. And you realize you're on your own. You know, you have to resolve your own issues. But the biggest issue here is learning how to pick women. You know, if a woman is constantly doing things that you consider to be worthy of holding her accountable for, you know, she's the one screwing up. If she's constantly doing this, the decision you should be making should be whether you should stay with her or not, whether you should be with this woman for the long term, because she's going to keep doing it. You know, the only power that you have here is the power to dismiss her, the power to walk away, to move on and find somebody better. Easier said than done if you're a good dude. You're really a nice guy that falls in love with women. You know, you get your heart set on one specific woman, and even when she screws up, you still love her. Well, hopefully you're not one of those guys that finds out the hard way, because most of them do. Anyways, hope this video was somewhat informative. I hope you find it useful. That's about it for today, guys. Until next time, see ya.